Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Ooh, this should be moved over more. There it is. What is happening? What is happening, everybody? We got Polly Deblacour, Mark Helton, Sarah Joy, Joseph Perez, Christian Montoya, Ben Huffstetler, Katie Lamers, Liz Throne, Tony Del Monte. Ooh, the Discord notification just went out. I think. Montpelier, Kimberly Dawn, Arizona Jumper, Jan Porter, Glenn 65, Camishowery Kate, Madison G. Marcy Walks, Melissa Alicia, Savage Stories, Connie Fernandez, Nancy Tatum, Industrial Crow, Ron Elrod, Mercy K, Able Body. Hey, it's Tony Del Monte's 49th birthday. Happy birthday to Tony Del Monte. Way to go, Tony. Nice. Also, Ozzy Osbourne's birthday today, Tony says. Cooligan Crafts, Strange Reverend, Expecting Storms, Linda Belk, Paul Trewin, Brandon Johnson, Judy Fascinating. Why do we need slow mode? We don't need slow mode. Slow mode restricts how often people can post. I don't think we need slow mode. Doesn't really slow down the chat. Unless people are posting like one person's posting one after the other. Pudge Gaming. Hey, look at everybody wishing happy birthday to Tony. That's nice of you guys. Kimberly Dawn. Arthur Cotman. Jack is there. Laura Nance. Adalberto Trujillo Jr. is watching in Houston. Sylvia Davis. Linda Nielsen. Francesca Fordham. Jan Harker. Horace Cooper is there. Norma Star is there. Go Blue in Ohio. You know, I didn't even vacuum my car. I was so tired last night. And also, it was cold out last night. And I realized, after I got off the air, I realized, if I go to the garage is indoors, but it's not, the air comes in from outside. It's not like all glassed in. So I thought it was going to be freezing there. So I still haven't cleaned my car with I'm looking forward to vacuuming my car. I haven't done it yet. Millie Medina is watching. Nick, N4K, Damian Hill, Clarity After Dark, Blueberry Coffee Cake sounds good. Danielle Tremblay, J. Marie Cornwallis, Rosemary Randolph, Andy Chesarek in Miami. I bet it's warmer there than here. It's not bad here. It's like 60 degrees right now here. 61 in Orlando. It's not too bad. I got an update on PDQ. I have so many updates. Jack is in Fort Lauderdale. Darren is in California. Off My Lawn is there. Go Blue. You know, as soon as I figure out if I'm staying here, we can get the P.O. box going. But I can't give out the address yet because I don't know if I'm staying here. So, hey, thanks, Owizology. Tree. Oh, yeah, I do compare 12 Tree between Orlando and Atlanta because I want to see what I'm missing. It's colder there. Nick, I will ask for you. Nick, the best place to reach me is on Twitter. @Lookner is the best place to message me. I'll ask about the Facebook modding thing. But the best place to reach me is Twitter about that kind of stuff. I think we already hopefully have one new mod starting soon for Facebook. So, Nick, I'll look into it. No, I appreciate you offering to help. I just, if you say it in the chat here, it's not really relevant to the chat, and I might not even see it. I'd rather see your message. Elizabeth G., I haven't really noticed the poor air quality in Orlando. I mean, I don't really know that it's any different than Atlanta. I was living in Midtown Atlanta, so I don't think the air is any different here. It seems nicer to me here, if anything, but look at where I was coming from. No, Denise Horton. Denise says blew 20 on lotto tickets. Lost no more. I'm sorry, Denise. Is that the Canada Lotto? No problem. Do they have Lotto in Canada? I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. Thank you, Denise. Misha is here. Misha's in the Lurkers Lounge tonight. Roger is here. Roger Reynolds. Judy Socket, Strange Reverend. Chris Lund is here from Texas. Yeah, it's about 61 degrees. Linda Nielsen says, in Canada we do a few different lotteries. Kameshwari Kate is in Canada. Oh, thank you, Millie Medina, for the tired cup. Thank you, Millie. That's very kind of you. Oh, thank you, Polly. Polly says, just here helping Denise. Thank you, Polly. I'm sure Denise thanks you as well. Chris Lund says, I love playing Lotto too much. Right when we started, right when I moved to Atlanta, there were some giant, crazy lottery jackpots. We actually did coverage of them. I know folks remember that. There was that one Mega Millions. We did this, I think it was like $1 billion jackpot, and we covered it. And there were probably like 3,000 people watching, 4,000 people watching. And then in the last 2 minutes before the drawing, it went up to 100,000 people watching. I've never seen it before because everybody went online to see the drawing and no one was online broadcasting. So everybody tuned in that one night. All in a minute and a half. Jeff said, I remember that. Don remembers it. That was 2 years ago. Yeah, this is a good mic. This is the blue Yeti mic. Blackout color. Hey, it's been a tiring week, Millie. It's been a tiring week. It's been a tiring several weeks. Cornwallis, we do a bunch of streams here. When when the news permits, I do streams here. I like both kinds of streams. Yeah, Madison G, we probably got up to about 100,000 concurrent viewers in that one. That's the most I've ever had. By far, it's the most concurrent viewers I've ever had. I think it was 90,000 something. It was really bonkers. All right, we'll talk about some of the updates. Let's talk about some of the updates here. Hang on, I'll give you some updates. First of all, I'm going tomorrow. I get my Florida driver's license. Let me just see if I can find. I probably can find it on the channel. Was it Mega Millions? Is that what it was? See, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. It was Mega Millions drawing. See, it says 256,000 views. Most of those views were like right in the 5 minutes leading, probably like the 2 or 3 minutes leading up to the drawing. It was more than 2 years ago, October 23rd, 2018. $1.6 billion jackpot. That's funny. How long was that broadcast? That was a 3.5-hour broadcast. We went on very early. Anyways, I should look over some of my old broadcasts at some point. I never look over them. There's all these stories you forget covering. You know, Dennis, normally if you're covering a news story, it doesn't if it's a big enough news story that a lot of people start watching, then you're really focused on the news story. Julie started watching during the Dayton tornadoes. I remember that. That wasn't good. Jess Sayin says, that stream was how I found you. You popped up in my search. Chris Lund says we will never know the winner of that. Was the winner of that anonymous? Is that what happened? Yeah, it was a South Carolina woman. ABC News. The winner, a South Carolina woman who chose to remain anonymous, selected the cash option of a one-time payout of $877 million. It's so crazy. It's insane. Joe Serrano is there. Oh, thank you, Maria. Yeah, thank you, Maria. As soon as I get a P.O. box, I'll let you know. Chris says he would have donated it all to the channel. No, not 800 grand, 800 million. Tony says, I could have bought a house in Tokyo. That's true. All right. Let's do some updates here. Thanks for joining the stream. So, the first update is, as far as I can tell, no one has come yet to look at the elevators because no one's contacted me about it. I don't think the elevator's going to fix it. But they said that somebody's going to come this week, and they were going to try to get somebody here Wednesday. Well, it's the end of the day Thursday, and nobody's come as far as I'm aware. So, the elevator's still making noise, but the worst part is that I'm hearing it. So, Yeah, just to go over this again for the people who don't know. Hang on. Here is the noise the elevator makes in my building, which is the elevators make, which is loud. Hang on. So that's all the time in my building. The elevators make that noise, which would be annoying in itself, but I mean, it would just be a minor annoyance because you'd go to your apartment and not hear it. The problem is, in my apartment, I can hear that. For some reason, in my apartment, I can hear it. I don't know if anybody else can hear it, but I can hear it. So this is my apartment. This is the studio. You're going to have to turn it up a bit. You'll have to turn this up a bit to hear it. So turn up your volume when I start playing the video. So you can hear it. It sounds like I'm in a submarine. Hey, hang on one second. Hang on one second. Heard a knock. Thought somebody was knocking at my door. 10 at night. Yeah, so it sounds like I'm in a submarine. JR says reverberates into your walls. Yes, it does. Cornwallis, if you didn't hear anything, you got to go back and play the video again and turn up your volume. Monica says it doesn't sound that loud. Well, it's not as loud as if you stand next to the elevator, but it's perfectly audible. It's like somebody's knocking on the wall. Yeah, if you're not hearing it, I mean, if you're not hearing it, all I can say is you really just you must have very low volume on your computer that you're not turning up, or you have too much outside noise that's interfering with it. Because so many people hearing, I'll play it again, but I play it and people say I'm not hearing it. Well, the sounds, I'm listening to it right now as I play it. So, I mean, it's there. I mean, that's 4 knocks right there, you know? Nancy says would drive me insane. It is driving me insane. Dawn says, I hear it and I would imagine it's very distracting. Judy says, I am sick of it. Cleanup Man says, is the mechanical room beside me? No. The elevator's down the hall. It's way down the hall, on the other side of the hallway. It's not beside me. So anyways, I had to listen to that all day while I was doing the stream. It was happening. So they're supposed to send somebody out to look at the elevators. The problem is it's not a building-wide problem. I told you a few days ago, there's a vacant unit 7 floors below me, and I went to look at that, and that unit, you didn't hear it, okay? I met one of my neighbors today who lives a little further down the hall from me. She said she doesn't hear it. The apartment across from me is a studio apartment, and the door was wide open today because apparently somebody moved out of there and they haven't moved somebody in yet. So I went into that apartment. Now the AC was on, and I couldn't shut it off. For some reason it wouldn't shut off. So I couldn't be sure, but I didn't hear anything when I was in there. Now the AC was going, but still, I probably should have heard something if you could hear it in there. I went across the hall to the apartment today. I probably spent 5 minutes in there, didn't hear anything. So it really might be something with this unit, and I hear it in both rooms. I hear it from this wall in this room, and in the other room, I hear it from the wall on the other side. But I don't even know if anybody else in the building has it. Yes, Linda, when my AC is on, I can still hear it. As long as my balcony door is closed, I can hear it. And I was in that other apartment, and I didn't hear it. I was in the one across the hall today, and I didn't hear it. No, it's not. It's not a. There's not enough room. It's one room. I can't have it. There's no room. There's not enough room. I need 2 rooms. No, I'm not on the top floor. So it's just crazy. So I really think they're going to come. I think the elevator person is going to come over and say, well, that sound is kind of normal, and then they'll try to make the sound less, and they'll lessen it by like 10%, and I'll still hear it in my apartment. That's what I think is going to happen. I think odds are that the issue is not the elevator being noisy, which it is. The issue is there's some kind of weird thing going on where the sound is somehow traveling down here. Now, I'm going to try to get them to figure it out. I think they should figure it out. I think they should talk to a specialist. If they need to come in here, for 2 days and knock down my wall and fix something, you know what? I'll leave for 2 days. I don't care. If they need to fix it, I will get out of here, and I am happy to have them come in here and knock through the wall and fix it. So, Evalis thinks the sound is not normal. Yeah, I think it's too loud coming from the elevators in general. Yes. But anyways, So I don't know what's going to happen. Hey, thanks, by the way, Bjorn Stoffers. Thank you, Bjorn. I think Bjorn wrote me earlier and gave me a tip about what I remember reading it. I have to go back and remember. A tip about something. A tip about I think the vacuum hanger, the vacuum mount. So anyways, that's what's going on with the elevator. No one's been out here to look at the elevator. So that's that. So I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it. But the really interesting thing happens when somebody comes out to fix the elevator and it doesn't fix the problem, and then I have to see if they'll actually try to solve it. Nick says, "How long can you put up with it?" I just don't know. I don't know. I have to take it one step at a time. I'll deal with things as they come. Kameshwari Kate says, "My husband comes unglued at less noise than your elevator noise." Yeah, the fact that I'm hearing it in my apartment is amazing. It's amazing. It's incredible. Jay Marie says, "Tomorrow's Friday." They were supposed to come by the end of the week, so. Okay, as for the other things, Evalis says, did they fix everything else? So, earlier today, this happened. Here are some other updates about the apartment. Hang on. So earlier today, they did come over and they did replace my refrigerator. They replaced my refrigerator, which is great because the door on my fridge was broken. And every time I opened the door, it would make this really weird, like, clicking noise, and then it would fly open and bang against the wall. Like the door mechanism was all messed up. So they replaced it, and the door mechanism, it now is like a normal refrigerator door. So that's good. They did that. Oh, they confirmed. Maintenance confirmed. Confirmed by maintenance. Breaking news. Confirmed today. My heat does not work. The heat in this apartment does not work. Confirmed by maintenance. They confirmed it. They said, we need to order a part for you. The part will probably be in next week. So yet another thing not working in this apartment. Remember, the garbage disposal didn't work. The stove and oven didn't work. They had to replace the fridge. And they have confirmed that the heat does not work in the apartment. The person who lived here before, I don't know what they were doing with themselves, but they clearly let the place just totally deteriorate, and they never got anything fixed. I don't know who was here before me. But it's amazing that they didn't check to make sure the stove, the garbage disposal, and the heat were working before I moved in. It literally doesn't work. I turned it on a couple nights ago and I was like, wow, there's no hot air coming out. The temperature doesn't go up. Yeah, I don't even need it, Blue Jay. Blue Jay says, good thing you're in a warm climate. Even when it was cold the last couple of nights, I think I'm on a higher floor and the heat actually rises from the lower floors. So I actually didn't even need it. One video game says, man, that's terrible. Hopefully they fix those things for you. I should ask them for compensation. Next time I talk to the manager, I'm going to ask for compensation because I'm going to say, the heat doesn't even work. I'm gonna say the stove didn't work for 2 weeks, and it's now 2 weeks after the heat's gonna. I'm gonna be without heat for like the first 3/4 of a month. They should compensate me. The building's fairly new. Terry says, our owner would have had my head on a platter if that many things went undiscovered before a tenant moved in. Like someone just didn't even check the place. Roach says, at least you're in Orlando. We're in Kansas without central heat. Our viewer, where is this comment here? Carol thinks I'm hearing the elevator noise because there's a conduit in the shaft and it runs down your hall and it gets transferred with your power or water. I have no idea. Katrina says a new building shouldn't have that many issues. Well, a lot of the issues I think are just the person who lived here never got anything fixed. Remember the kitchen, the faucet, when you pulled it out, it didn't go back in. There were so many things that just didn't work. And I just think the person who lived here never got anything fixed, and they didn't do a good job checking over the place. It's amazing, though. I said it wasn't working. I said, and I was right. They didn't believe me. Because I said the stove wasn't working, which it wasn't, and they got the stove turned on in like 10 seconds. So I think they thought I didn't know what I was doing. So when they came over like yesterday, they were like, show me. They were like, show me how you turn the heat on. And I said, okay, I'll show you how I turn the heat on. I go here and I click on heat and I turn it up to 76 or whatever. And they were like, okay. They thought I didn't know what I was talking about. Well, now today they're great. The maintenance people are awesome. The maintenance people here could not be better. They're nice and they're helpful. But they thought I might have been kidding about the heat. They might have thought that I messed up with the heat, but no. They confirmed today it's the heat. The heat doesn't work. Show me how you're turning it on. Quiana says a lot of newer complexes have many issues for being newer buildings in Orlando. This place has good reviews. I mean, look, they replaced my fridge. They came over. I mean, they've been over here. They spent a fair amount of time here the last couple of days. There's probably been maintenance here for 3.5 hours the last 2 days combined. So they're certainly putting in time. Yeah, the place was painted and clean before I moved in. So anyways, that's been confirmed. Then I ran into one of the people who works in the building. And she said, how's everything going? And I said, well, they're sending somebody to look at the elevators. And she just looked at me with like a blank stare. Like, I don't think she'd heard this. You'd think she would know, because she's the person I originally got the apartment from. She just seemed to have no idea what was going on. I think that they're moving a lot of people in and out of here, right? There's a lot of turnover. And I think maybe with the pandemic, Maybe they're a little more short-staffed than they were before, or maybe they're just really trying to get people in as fast as possible. Orlando, and I'm sure it's this way in a lot of places, but in Orlando, from what I understand, I've actually read reviews of like this building and saw what they were charging a couple of years ago. I think, there's been a bunch of turnover and like it's not as easy to find people to rent and you have to lower your prices. There's a quite a new building nearby, like a new high-end building, and they're literally offering 2 months free rent. Because I just think it's hard to get people to move in these days. So I don't, maybe they just, they're just trying to get people into the apartments because they've been empty or whatever. I don't know. And they're just excited to get people to move in, and maybe they have less staff because they're cutting expenses. I don't know. Beth says, why a lot of turnover? Well, they told me that this time of year they usually get a bunch of turnover anyway. But I think maybe there's turnover because, look, it's a pandemic, and I think people maybe can't afford to live places they were living before, So I would assume people move out. People who were here before the pandemic start moving out. Maybe people lost their job. Chris, right now there's no comparable place in the building. There's no place on the same floor. There's no place on a higher floor. I don't want to move to a lower floor. There's no other place in the building. If there was a different apartment on this floor that was similar, if there was an apartment on a higher floor that was similar, I would just move. But that doesn't exist. Chris says, people want their own entrance that weighed on me before I moved here. I think that's from the middle of a conversation. Yeah, Quiana says a lot of Disney employees have lost their jobs. Look, I'm in Orlando. The tourism here has been killed. And also, I think a lot of this in downtown, there's a lot of like offices. I'm sure a lot of people are not working at their offices. But I mean, Orlando's a huge tourist. I was looking at an article the other day, and like in terms of air traffic, like this year versus last year, people coming in. Orlando is one of the top cities in the U.S. of having less air traffic coming in this year. Cornwallis, why are you keeping so negative? Why would you move to a dying city? It's like every city. Where's the city that's thriving, Cornwallis? It's very nice. It's not like it's a ghost town. It's just a lot of cities are having issues. Crazy Auto says big corporate conference city as well, and that's way down this year. It's also affordable. Yeah, I get good weather. Love the weather. I like it. It's pretty here. Thank you, Joseph Perez. Joseph says, I hope your situation gets better soon. I mean, things are improving in the apartment. It's just the elevator noise. It's the elevator noise. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate that. Thank you. I think it's going to come down to me saying to them, the elevator person is going to come and it's not going to fix it. And it's going to be me having this conversation with the manager saying, look, I want a specialist to figure out why it's happening. And then if you need to come in here and you need to bust through the wall, fine with me. You do what you need to do, but fix it. That's going to be the big conversation. No, Sharon Solomon, it was a Dyson vacuum. I returned my Shark vacuum. Refund, I got my refund. It was you could return it. You were allowed to return it. I tried out the Shark vacuum. It was too heavy and unwieldy for me. If you watched the stream last night, you know I'm so overjoyed with my Dyson V7 vacuum, which doubles as a handheld vacuum. Oh my gosh. I'm like trying to find crumbs. I'm trying to find more messes in the place so I can clean them up. Like today I saw like in the kitchen under the sink, like on the floor, there was kind of like a bunch of crumbs and stuff, and I was so overjoyed, and I took the vacuum and I wiped it up, and I was so happy. You know you like the thing you're cleaning with when you're looking for messes. You're like, I hope I make a mess soon so I can clean it up. No, I didn't clean the car with it yet because it was going to be too cold in the garage. How much was the refund? Well, it was almost the whole thing. The thing is, it was supposed to be free returns, but the only Amazon like drop-off point, it would have been a free returns if I dropped it off at like Amazon Hub Locker place. But the closest one of those is like 20 minutes away. So I'm not going to drive 20 minutes and then maybe there's a big news story that happens and I miss it. So there's a UPS store pretty near where I like within walking distance. So it cost me like $15 to mail it from the UPS store, which was worth it to me, which was like, not... The vacuum, it's not like the cheapest vacuum. It's like $170 or something like that. So whatever. So it was worth it to me. I returned it really quick. They mail it, and it's fine. So I got most of the money back. I didn't return the Dyson. I returned the Shark vacuum. And the Shark is a really good vacuum. It's just for my needs. It's not really what I need. Mary Maiden says, the people above me in my last apartment used to manufacture something 24/7 with workers on shifts, constant sound, shaking my apartment, and constant use of water. No one actually lived there. Wow. Kohl's takes Amazon, returns it to stores. Isn't Kohl's going out of business? In Atlanta, I could return Amazon stuff to Whole Foods, but there's no Whole Foods near me right now. There's no Kohl's. You know what, though? Speaking of Whole Foods, I did this thing I'd never done before. So I love every day for my breakfast, I have some unsalted cashews. Unsalted cashews are great. I love unsalted cashews. They're hard to find. Publix does not sell unsalted cashews, for example. They're very hard to find. I like the ones at Whole Foods. They have good unsalted cashews at Whole Foods. They sell bags of them. Just like plastic bag, big plastic bag of unsalted cashews. So I looked it up on Amazon. I was like, oh, I gotta now I gotta order them because I don't live near a Whole Foods. And when I looked it up on Amazon, Amazon owns Whole Foods. So it actually comes up on Amazon. I can probably show you. Let's see here. Unsalted cashews. Roasted. Yeah, see, it comes up. Look. Look at this. Oops. See, there it is. And the price, that's the exact price you would pay at Whole Foods. And it says free 2-hour delivery with orders over $35 with Prime. So, I would just stock up on cashews. So I just bought a bunch of these, and actually they were selling. There's another size of this, which is like the 16-ounce size, and they were on sale. So basically what I did is I ordered a bunch of cashews. Someone delivered it to my doorstep. It cost, and I tipped them, right? Because you're supposed to tip them. I tipped them, the recommended tip, but it was even less than if I had gone there myself. So I got the Whole Foods. Somebody just went to Whole Foods and delivered it to me. And it was less than it would have cost if I had gone to Whole Foods. So for the moment, my cashew issues are solved. I had never done that before. How much? Oh, I probably bought like 10 bags. I think it was 100. One of those bags is $14. One of those bags is $14. That bag will last me maybe 5-6 days, right? So I probably bought like a 2-month supply. I think I spent like $120 because I will eat them. They stay good for like over a year. I will eat them. It'll take me a couple months to eat them, but I just figure I'll order while I can. I'll order them and I'll just put them in the cabinet. So I did. Yeah, they're not like the cheapest nuts, but they're good. But I really like them. I really like every day for breakfast. That's one of the. I have a bowl of Cheerios and a banana and some unsalted cashews. Yes, Blue Scoop says I'm serious about my cashews. They're healthy too. But that price actually is less. If you go to like Target and you order their unsalted cashews, it costs more than the Whole Foods cashews. And remember, the ones I got were on, and I got some on sale, those Whole Foods cashews. So it actually, cashews in general are expensive. Chris says, good for omega-3 fat, which you need for brain health. Soul Food Cooking loves warm cashews. I don't think I've ever had warm cashews. Spendrick says, if you like cheap nuts, you're pretty nuts. I mean, salted nuts are great. I can't really eat them, though. I have too much salt as it is. But I just learned to really enjoy. That's a big deal to me. When I first moved here for like a week, I was substituting unsalted peanuts for the cashews, and it just wasn't cutting it. It was not cutting it. So I'm so happy I got my Whole Foods cashews. But I had never done the thing where you have somebody like there's just a person who goes to the grocery and they literally buy it for you there, and then they bring it to your place. Although I think I did that in February when I ordered a bunch of canned SpaghettiOs because I thought the groceries were going to collapse. A bunch of which I still have. That's like my emergency food stash. I did that through Amazon Fresh because you couldn't find them anywhere. So I had to get somebody went and bought them for me and delivered this giant heavy bag of SpaghettiOs and Chef Boyardee ravioli. Ruben Urban gave a restaurant in Florida a $100 tip, I think. Store in the fridge, Terry says. I've never had a problem with cashews. I mean, they don't store them in the fridge. Once I open them, they're not sitting around that long because I have them every day, so. Anyways, that was good. That really, I thought that I wouldn't be able to get my cashews here. I had given up. And then I got them. I got the exact ones I wanted. So that was good. Okay, some more updates. More updates coming. More updates. Okay, PDQ. Let's talk about PDQ. Oh, someone mentioned rice. I got to buy some more rice, Ben. I went through that Mahatma rice, the brown rice. I ate it. The Publix near me doesn't have black rice. I got to get me some black rice. This I need to do. And red rice. Now I love my rice because I use a little olive oil in it, and also I increase the amount of water I cook it with, so it's not dry. So I've gotten better. No, well, black rice. Some people sent me some different black rice, and then I got some at Whole Foods in Atlanta. But I probably could order some online. We'll see. I've bought black rice at Publix too, but they don't have it at this Publix. All right, so let's talk about PDQ. We got to talk about PDQ. I have an update for you. I have never had Vigo rice. Vigo rice? It says SK Handhouse. Now it's gotta be whole grain. Vigo yellow rice? Huh. I'm sure I'd love it. I have to go easy. I could go crazy on rice, but I try to stick to whole grain rice. Maybe they sell brown rice. Maybe Vigo sells brown rice. I don't know. Looks like they sell a lot of yellow rice. Never heard of them. Marcy says Vigo is great. All right, let's talk about PDQ. Fujirari, Bojangles. I can't really eat. I like fried chicken, but it's not really good for my diet. So I stay away. I do like it though. When I was in high school, there was a like 2-minute walk away from the high school was like the center of town, or the center of the little village, and there was a Kentucky Fried Chicken there, and it was the biggest treat. When I would have like a little extra time, I would, instead of eating at the school, I would. So the thing is, you got a lunch period, and sometimes some days I had study hall before or after lunch, and the big secret with study hall in high school was you could, because study hall was they would make you go into a room and study, and if you haven't had a note, you could have a note that says like, "Can I use?" I think you had to have a note saying that you were allowed to use the library. So instead of going to a room, you could say, hey, teacher who's overseeing the study hall, I have this note that gives me permission to go use the library. And they'd say, fine. And then instead of going to the library, you just leave and go to lunch. Because you wouldn't have enough time to go to KFC. It was Kentucky Fried Chicken then. You wouldn't have enough time to go there just for lunch period. But if you had study hall before or after lunch, you had like a big lunch period. You just had to get out of study hall. So that's what I did. It was just the most normal thing in the world for people to do, is you just say, hey, can I use the library? I think sometimes maybe you say, hey, can I use the library? They'd say yes. Then you go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was such a treat for me to eat KFC. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much. I loved it so much. I haven't had it. I never have it now. But when I was in high school, I loved it. Yeah, my rebellious teen years. That's my story. I don't think the KFC is there anymore. It was actually good. I've talked to my folks about that. My dad's no longer alive, but I remember my folks saying like that the KFC was actually like the quality, like when I was a kid, was quite good. Like it's not like it is now. We used to get it when I was a kid. I remember it being good. We get like a big bucket of chicken and corn and stuff. But this was years ago. I haven't had it lately. It was good. I mean, I love it though. Oh, I love the skin. Oh, so good. I haven't had it in months. Not months. I haven't had it in years. Years. Michael said, we had it tonight. It was dry and gross. Buttergin says, used to be amazing. Yeah, my mom wouldn't say that unless she meant it. She wouldn't say, oh, it used to be better quality unless she meant it. But she did. She said it used to be very good. You says it's still good, but not at every location. I love sushi, Tom, but honestly, sushi costs too much. For me to eat enough sushi to be filled, I have to order a lot of sushi. And I'm not spending like $60 on sushi. When I go home and I go like with my mom, it was my parents, out to eat, if we go to like there's a Chinese food place we go to pre-pandemic where like they had sushi, so I would get some sushi on the side with my Chinese food, and they would buy it for me. It's a special treat. I love it. Yeah, Jeff says sushi costs a lot and isn't that filling. Exactly. Extra crispy, I remember that. I remember I'd get some extra crispy and some regular at KFC, but I haven't had it in years. I loved it. Joanne says KFC in Kentucky is awesome. Hang on a second here. Nobody's complaining about it being blurry tonight. So I got to give you the update about PDQ. Hey, thanks, Ruben Urban, by the way. Thank you, Ruben. Ruben said in late update on the noise. There's no update on the noise because the person hasn't come to look at the elevator yet. They're supposed to come sometime this week. They were trying to get them to come yesterday, but nobody's come yet. So I have no update for you. I assume they're coming tomorrow because they said by the end of the week. I emailed the manager tonight. We'll see if she emails me back. I said, is there an update? No, Mark, what you're hearing in the back is actually you can't hear the elevator because I have the balcony door open, but you're hearing the ice maker. I turned on the ice maker. I need to, so they replaced the fridge today, so I want to have it make a load of ice, and then I'm going to dump that out, and then I'll start fresh. Although I don't know, with this ice maker, I don't even know if I can take the ice. The way this fridge is, I don't know if I can remove the container with the ice in it. I don't know if that actually comes out. Oh, what I can do is there's the ice dispenser on the front. So I can take like a bowl and pour the ice into the bowl from the dispenser. Basically, I got to clear the dispenser out, right? Because I don't want to have the ice that was in there when I first got it. And I want to let it run a couple cycles or something. But the ice maker's working. The ice maker's not making noise. The noise is the ice. What do you want the ice maker to do? Do you want ice not to make noise when it falls down? When I go to bed, I don't have the ice maker on. I don't even I don't even use that much ice. But I'm running it through. Mark says run some vinegar through it a couple times. Yeah, in my last place, I didn't even make ice. What I would do is I had a couple ice trays because I hardly ever make ice. Also, my ice trays make bigger ice cubes. I like bigger ice cubes, so I use my ice trays. But I'm doing it for now. Let it run for a couple days, and that's that. Hey, thank you, Tom H. Tom H. for the Keep It Up sticker. Hey, thanks, Tom, for your support. Much appreciated. Tom, thank you. Also, thank you to Joe Serrano from Mexico. Why don't I do a fried chicken reaction? I love fried chicken, but if I eat it, I'll eat too much of it. Thank you, Joe. I actually today, I never do. Once in a while I do this. Once in a very long while I have pizza. There's a pizza place near me, and I tried it. It was actually pretty good, but it was like $7 for a personal pizza. But the personal pizza, like if you go to it was only like 2 slices. It's like the equivalent of like 2 slices of pizza. But what it was is that I had been taking care of so much stuff here, and I really wanted to just eat something quick so I could live stream. I wanted to get a live stream in this afternoon. So that was good because it was right across from the UPS store where I turned the vacuum. So I went to the UPS store, I returned the vacuum, I got my food, it took 5 minutes, ate it, and then I was able to do a live stream. I was like, I got to get a live stream on this afternoon. I didn't eat that. I mean, it wasn't even that much. I could eat a lot more than that, but I had to eat something later in the day too. Okay. I was gonna get to PDQ. Let's get to PDQ. Lynn Smith says, at least you have control of the ice maker. Okay. It's lovely out tonight, though. It's very nice out. The temperature right now it's 63 degrees right now. That's amazing. It's supposed to be warm tonight and tomorrow night, and then Saturday low of 49. I'll show you the forecast. Here. 62. So tonight, low 59, that's great. Tomorrow, low, that seems high, 65. I mean, that's great. Low of 50 on Saturday, I can deal with that. This forecast is higher than the other one. See, Monday, low 46, 42, 44, 48. I mean, that's not that bad. Weather Channel. They have it getting to 41 on Tuesday. Can't really complain, though. It's not that bad. I like when it's warm at night. I really like when it's warm at night. That's my favorite. I hear Cricket says it's 27 New Hampshire. We're going to get 6 inches of snow this weekend. Do I have autofocus on? I don't know if I do. I'll turn it off if I do. My program sometimes doesn't remember my choices. Oh yeah, autofocus was on. It was supposed to be off. Thanks for letting me know. I turned off autofocus. Thank you, Darren. Thanks to our mods too. Sarah Joy is modding. Mark Helton is modding. Linda Belk is modding. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ruben Urban. All right, let's get to the PDQ. Castro's in southern Australia. So PDQ is this chicken finger place. They have a bunch of them in Florida. Gets good reviews. See PDQ? People, something, quality. PDQs. Oops, why can't I see this? So, I went to PDQ. As many of you know, I went to PDQ a few days ago because I love chicken fingers, and I had a hankering for it. I don't really eat them much because they're not really good for me, but I had a hankering for it. And I figured I'd try it. I'd wanted to try it, and I tried it. I went there and I ordered 10 chicken fingers and waffle fries, and I ate them in my car, and they were just horrible. They were horrible. They looked good. They looked good, and the texture was good. But they were awful. They tasted like they tasted bland. They tasted like bland metal. They were both bland and metal tasting, and they did not at all taste like chicken. They did not taste like chicken. It was disgusting. I threw out half of them. Chris Katz says poor, dreadful quality. They were so bad. The waffle fries were sort of okay. They were okay. But anyways, these tenders, it's weird. They should have more pictures of tenders. Well, they have a bunch up there. So as I told you, so some viewers, including Gail, said I should write to them. So I wrote to them. I wrote them an email about how bad they were. And then the next day I got a call. And Google Voice, my phone transcription, I got a transcription of the voicemail. So I didn't listen to the voicemail, I read the transcription. And so I called the number from the voicemail that I read, and I left a message for the person left two numbers, okay? I called the first number, and that was a PDQ, right? So the first number in the transcription was right, was a PDQ, and I was like, well, I'm going to see if I can call their cell phone. So then I called the cell phone, and I didn't get the person. It was like a computer voice, the customer's not here. So I left a message. Never heard back. That was like 2 days ago. That was like 2 or 3 days ago. Haven't heard back. And then I said to myself, I realized, well, there's a chance that the transcription in the voicemail of the guy's cell number was wrong. Maybe I called the wrong number. So late last night, I remembered I hadn't checked. And I checked last night, and indeed, the guy's cell phone number was mistranscribed by my visual voicemail. I don't know how it was mistranscribed, because the guy said his number very, very clearly. He had a clear speaking voice, and it was a terrible transcription error. But there was 1 digit off. So somebody else got my voicemail about PDQ. So I need to call the guy tomorrow. I didn't have time today. So the guy's never heard back from me. So we'll see what it... So they did not get back to me. So I complained to somebody else. Mark says they opened 2 PDQs in Dallas, both closed down fast. I can't really speak to that. I don't know what the Dallas market is like. Michael says PDQ food in Tampa is great. They have a lot of good reviews in the Orlando. Why call them, Nate? Nate, I called them. No, I didn't call them. I sent them a message because they had gotten so many good reviews. I felt like maybe there's a chance I got a bad batch. Like, it just made no sense to me that they get so many good reviews when their chicken fingers didn't even taste like chicken. Like, it was so off the scale bad. If they were sort of bad, I'd be like, eh. Like, I went to Chick-fil-A a couple times years ago, and it was like, meh. I mean, I just thought, like, well, I don't really like Chick-fil-A. But it tasted like chicken, so I didn't feel like I got a bad batch. Whereas this place, it was so off the scale bad, I felt like maybe there's something wrong with the place. So I'll give them a second chance if they give me free fingers. Yeah, Quiano, we still might do a review. But I'm not going to step on Report of the Week's toes. So we'll see. Darren thinks maybe the oil they fried the chicken fingers in was bad. Something was very wrong. It was so bad. It didn't even taste like chicken. It was horrible. I thought I might be getting the virus because I thought maybe that's why I was tasting metal. I couldn't believe how bad it was. Mary Maiden, he did call me. He did call me. So I need to call that guy tomorrow. Jeff thinks it's a bad batch. No, they didn't make me ill. They just tasted horrible. Yeah, Katie says try it once more just to make sure. It'll be something if I try it again and it tastes like metal again. Edward says it's a possibility they did not change the oil in the deep fryer after a while. Tom says I would try a different location. I don't know, Tom. I think I want to give that location a chance. Although I understand, Tom, there's a chance I'll try a different location too, to see. Youth says the metal taste is old oil. Dean says dirty oil. Hey, maybe that's it. Terry thinks the oil was old or stored too long. Erica Bowman says they might send a gift card. They should. I told them what I ordered. They should give me a free 10 tenders and a waffle fries. Because that's what I ordered. Denise thinks it's freezer burnt. Tony recommends Menu Picks Orlando website. Nick says, what do you have to request? What, do you have to request fresh oil? I should request fresh oil. Also, I didn't go like right when they opened or right when they closed. It was like the middle of the day. Happy Life thinks it was old oil. Quiana thinks PDQ is trash. Dean Martin says I cooked chicken for 20 years. Chris says it makes sense because changing the oil is a huge undertaking, a messy job, and it's easy to slag on that task. I'm gonna tell the guy when I talk to him the guy from PDQ that a bunch of people I know said they think it's because the oil wasn't changed. We'll see what he says about that. Tom says many fast food places use oil much longer than they should to try and cut cost. I didn't have sauce. I don't like sauce in my chicken fingers. It was so bad. Man, was it bad. Arizona Jumper says the Wendy's here changes oil and cleans Frosty machines every Thursday night, so I know when things are fresh. The Merry Maiden, you're very angry about this. No, that is my review, Carla. It was so bad I thought I had COVID. Exactly. Okay, so that's the update on PDQ. Oh, whoever recommended Belushi to me, I watched Belushi. Did Tony recommend it? Somebody recommended Belushi to me. It's very good. The documentary on, I don't know if it's Showtime or something. I watched it on the treadmill in multiple runnings. But the John Belushi documentary, Belushi, is very, very good. It's excellent. Tony recommended it. Good job. It's lots of interviews with people who knew him. That's what the documentary is. Did I just get another Discord notification? No, I didn't. We're all good. Mary says, watched it today. Very good. Queen's Gambit? I don't know what that is. The Queen's Gambit miniseries. Netflix. Follows an orphan's chess prodigy. Have not seen it. It's Netflix's most watched scripted miniseries. Huh. I never heard of it. A lot of our viewers like Queen's Gambit. I don't know why one of our viewers says why the chess piece. Tom says why the chess piece is liquor bottles. I don't know. Are they liquor or hot sauce? I'll have to watch and see. No, I don't watch that many series, SK Hanhos. Jeff says she's an addict. Well, anyways. I'm still watching Sopranos. I got a bunch of Sopranos to watch. But the Belushi movie is quite good. Okay, what else do I need to cover? I had a bunch of things I was going to cover. I wrote it down. I still haven't paid for my treadmill. I got an email. I can't pay for getting my treadmill. This company sent somebody over to reassemble my treadmill, and they were great. And I still haven't paid them yet because I can't get a hold of them. I keep trying to pay them. All I need to do is talk to them for 2 minutes and give them my credit card number. And they messaged me tonight. And they said, "Hello, Steve. Hope you are having a good day. I'm sorry I haven't called you back yet. They're moving their office. Like most moves, it never goes the way you want. I plan to be in my office tomorrow. I will call you. I hope that's okay." It's just like, I mean, it wouldn't take that long. It would take 2 minutes. I can't pay them. I'm doing my best to pay them, and I just can't pay them. Jeff says maybe they don't want the money on the books till 2021. I'm wondering if the business is a front. I mean, it's a good business, though. They do a good job. Or if, like, maybe the person is, like, super wealthy. Like, maybe it's, like, a family business. And, like, or, like, maybe the person I'm talking to is, like, just maybe whoever owns it is, like, really wealthy. And they just don't care that much. I don't know. I can't pay them. They won't let me pay them. Chris says, tell the treadmill company you will deduct $5 a day until they are available to be paid. All right, Ben, have a good night. So that's happening. I'm going to try to go for a run tonight, I think. I didn't get to run last night, so I think right after this, I'm going to try to. Mary, I don't know if I'm staying. I got to see what happens with the elevator noise. So we'll have to see if they can fix that or not. I just don't know. It was also very exciting because at the grocery, the sparkling water is on sale. Buy two, get one free. I like sparkling water. I like it in cans because I don't, at least it stays sparkling. And sometimes it goes on sale. Sometimes Publix has very good sales on sparkling water. Sometimes I think it's buy one, get one free. Buy two, get one free isn't a bad deal, though. Soul Food Cooking says, I hope you get to say I love the view. I hope I get to stay, too. I mean, I love the view, too. It's a great view. It's a very nice view. It's even nice, not just what you can just seeing the cars and stuff. It's a great view. But by the way, because I was in the apartment across the hall today, as I said, it was open, and it's a studio apartment. I went in there and I didn't hear the knocking in there from the elevator. But that side of the building, the view isn't nearly as good. Anyways, I hope I can stay. Hey, thank you, Leslie O. Leslie says, try Crispy Crunchy Chicken. They have the best chicken. Is that even a real place? That sounds like a movie name of a chicken place. Crispy Crunchy Chicken? What in the world? They have them in Orlando. I never knew about this. KKC? It sounds like they're trying to kind of make themselves sound like KFC. Crispy Crunchy Chicken? They have chicken fingers? Chicken. They have Cajun tenders. They have tenders. Okay. Chicken tenders platter. Ooh, waffle fries. I should try Crispy Crunchy Chicken. How is Perfectly Cajun? How are the reviews? $27 Google reviews of this one. Those are good reviews. I might have to try it. I might have to try Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Wow. All right. That looks interesting. Crispy Crunchy Chicken. I have to write this down. Thanks, Leslie, for the recommendation. I love recommendations for chicken finger places. Yeah, Chris, I was thinking it's sort of close to KKK. G. Quincy says you should try Los Pollos Hermanos. The Chicken Brothers? Steve says they're right by McDowell's. I don't see a Los Pollos Hermanos. Oh, there's one in New Mexico. That's not near me. Oh, wait, UML hockey fan says, isn't KKC gas station chicken shops? Whoa, is it in a gas station? Doesn't mean it's not good. Doesn't mean it's not good. Especially if I'm getting it to go. I don't really care. Crispy Crunchy Chicken. I think you're right. I think it is in a gas station. Look at this. Here's one of them. Look at this one. Look. It's in a gas station. Beth says, I said it's a gas station. Rokia says, it is fine. I haven't tried Raising Cane's. I've had it recommended to me. There's a bunch of places that have been recommended to me. It looks like it's all in a... Oh, how about this one? Excuse me. It's all in gas stations, I think. Now, but some of those strange references, some of those places are really good. It could be really good. Norma says, I found some of the tastiest food at gas stations. Mark says, oil shouldn't be dirty then. All right. All right. Thanks for the recommendation. I might have to try it out. Oh, Sonic says Los Pollos Hermanos is from Breaking Bad. I've never really watched Breaking Bad. Thank you, Sonic, for letting me know. Thank you, Sonic. Leslie D. Oh, it's not Leslie O. It's Leslie D. I'm sorry, Leslie. Leslie D. says, don't let the gas station fool you. Their chicken is awesome. All right. I believe you. Andy likes Pollo Tropical or Chicken Kitchen. Bunch of new places I have to try. A lot of times you never know. I remember when I lived in Brentwood in LA, there was like a Thai place that for 8 months I was like, oh, I'm not going to like that place. It was right near me, so I didn't try it. And then I finally tried it. I'm like, oh, this is great. Why didn't I eat here before? So you got to try places. You never know. Thank you, Mary Arnold. That's very kind of you, Mary. Mary says, for some chicken. I will spend it on some chicken, Mary. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Mary. You got to just try places. You just don't know until you try them. I tried a Thai place near me last week. It was okay. People were nice. The food was kind of bland. The problem with Thai is I really like noodles, but I can't really eat them because they're not really good for my diet. So that's the best Thai stuff is noodles. Coleman Ruggles says there's a crispy crunchy chicken that is just a restaurant in my city, not attached to a store or gas station. Convenience store or gas station. Nice. Beth is having Thai cashew chicken tonight. Okay, talked about this. Hey, why are paper towels so expensive? Does anyone know why paper towels are so expensive? I think there is a collusion among paper towel makers. I think there's a paper towel cartel. There's just no way. There's no way the raw cost of paper towels is anything close to what they charge for them. It's amazing. Is it because everybody's buying it? Sonic says hoarding panic buying. Paper towels? They're so expensive. You says they went up during COVID. Is that true? Did they go up during COVID? It's way too expensive. Strange Reverend says shortage because everybody brought them up. I needed some paper towels here. And I went to buy some, and this is just so expensive. Nick says when there's no toilet paper, people buy paper towels. I guess more people are home. So more people are home than would be normally, so I guess they need paper towels. But Roach like Sparkle or Bounty Basic. I had to buy some Brawny tonight because they were relatively cheap, but it's like everything. Russell says Sam's where I am has a limit on how many you can buy. Coffee and Conversation says they totally went up during COVID. I used to be able to buy them for $1 a roll. Now I can't find that anywhere. I don't remember ever being ever thinking this before. I also remember I could always find something on sale. Like at Publix, none of the paper towels was on sale. None of them. Oh, Happy Life, there's a DGX, which is owned by Dollar Tree. I should check in the DGX. It's kind of like convenience store-y, though. So I can't imagine it's going to be that cheap. Yeah, DGX stores are these meet DGX, Dollar General. It's like a urban grocery store. They had one in Atlanta too. A DGX store. CSA, Dollar General's new smaller format store, DGX. See, look, if you look up here, like, see this? DGX Nashville. See? It's like hip. DGX Cleveland. I haven't seen 99-cent stores here. In LA they have them. Emily says Publix gets you on household items. Ralph's used to have discounts. Anyways. But Lady Edith says we could all send you one roll and you'd be set. Well, I bought some tonight, so I'm good. I'm not hurting for paper towels, but they're so expensive. I know the supermarket where I shop, I don't need it. I have a bunch of toilet paper saved up, but they've been quite low on toilet paper. People have been buying a lot of toilet paper. Darren says, I remember when you bought your Cottonelle toilet paper online. I still have one of my big Charmin, like 20 packs of toilet paper. When that gets low, it's going to be a crisis again. Happy Life says, try DGX price check and compare. I'm going to stop into DGX when I go for a walk and see what the prices are like there. The thing about Publix is good because they have a lot of sales on stuff. Like frequently, like the Cheerios are on sale, like 2 for $1. So if you just go to Publix regularly, you'll find a bunch of stuff on sale. Kay says, people are panic buying again. Erica says, scored a 12-pack yesterday. Oh, there's one more thing I want to mention. I'm so angry. So I started eating salads again. I mean, I eat vegetables, but I kind of go back and forth between what I eat. And so I've started getting bagged salads. Like it's like a big salad that comes in a big bag, like a big bag of lettuce and other vegetables. Because I don't know when I'm going to eat it. So it's nice. It stays for a few days. And I can eat a lot of salad. And then what I also did is I said, I actually bought like non-light dressing, like regular vinaigrette dressing. I don't use much, but it makes a big difference. And then I bought Newman's dressing. It's like it wasn't cheap, but I figured like it's supposed to be pretty good, and I think I had it before, and I do like the taste of it. But I'm so angry with Newman's own vinaigrette dressing because they have this issue, which is, so when you screw off the top, it's supposed to have a little, like you screw off the top, right? And it's supposed to have a little hole in the top, right? So you can pour it out like this and like a few drops come out. But what happens is that plastic piece with the hole in it isn't well put on. So what happens is sometimes you open it up and you don't realize that the plastic piece with the little hole in it has come off in the lid, and then you go to pour it, and instead of few drops coming out, like it just all comes out because that little hole piece isn't there anymore. That's what happened to me today. I open it up, I go to like pour through a few drops of my salad, and it all starts coming out because that piece, the bottle is so poorly made that the piece with the little hole in it comes off in the top when you screw it off. So it's just like, how can they have this They're charging a premium price for this salad dressing, and they can't bother to make the bottle right. So I don't think I can buy. I don't think I can buy this salad dressing anymore. Judy Socket says, "Been there." I don't think it's designed that way. So, Laura G, I used to have some Newman's Own pasta sauce when I made spaghetti. Anyways. Strange Reverend says, get your own glass reusable vinaigrette bottle. So I have to pour it out, take it out of the bottle and then pour it in there. It's an interesting idea. Not that much came out, but now I know for the future. I don't have much dressing when I have a salad. But anyways. Salads cost way, like if you get them at a restaurant, they cost a lot. Like I buy like a bag of salad at like Publix and it's like $2.60. And it's huge. And I can eat like a huge salad. So I'll eat the whole bag. In a restaurant that would cost me like $15. Jeff likes the Ken's. I might try the Ken's balsamic. We'll see. When I was a kid, I liked French dressing. Not anymore. My camera's out of focus? I don't think so. I'm looking at it. No one else is complaining that the camera's out of focus. I turned autofocus off because when autofocus is on, it gets all blurry. I can look on my iPad. Looks fine. You got to turn it up to 1080 too. Make sure you're watching at 1080. Looks fine to me. Anyways, dark. You know, I could turn the brightness up, but it's fine. No, I don't have the ring light on tonight. Just the room lighting. I think I would look, it's a little softer. I think when it's darker in the room, like if I had a lot of light on me, the picture would be sharper, but I don't want to have a lot of light on me. It's kind of annoying. And then you wouldn't, if there was a lot of light on me, you wouldn't see the back like this. What screen do I use? I don't know what the question is. Screen? Hang on one sec here. My monitor. I have like a big extra wide monitor. An extra wide monitor. I really like it. It's really big. It's really wide. More stuff to see. I highly recommend it. It's like I don't even know how long it is. It's like 3 feet long or something like that. It's called like extra wide monitor. Yeah, if you look up extra wide monitor, like ultra wide monitor. If you look up ultra wide monitor, like on Amazon, you'll find all of these ultra wide monitors. I have an ultra wide monitor. It's like these, right? It's like these here. They're great. I forget how wide mine is. These monitors have been good. I've had them for a few years. It's a 34-inch wide monitor. Man, that's expensive now. That's more expensive than when I bought it. It wasn't cheap when I bought it, but it was worth it. I'm on it all the time. Oh, they're a bit cheaper now, I think, than they were when I bought mine. It's not too bad. Yeah, they're cheaper. My model's more expensive because my model they probably don't make anymore. Yeah, they're not that much cheaper. Somewhat cheaper. It's great, though. Jeff says he might get a 34-inch one. They're great. It's so good. Some people use two monitors. They put them right next to each other. They plug both in, and it just works. You don't notice it's curved. It's curved because if it weren't curved, it's so long that it would seem to be trailing off. The curve is just to make up for the fact that it's so long. Have a good night, Denise Horton. Yeah, we started kind of late tonight. Not Cupcake says, I have two 48-inch monitors at work. They are lifesavers. All right, we'll take a few more comments. I think I've covered all the topics that I want to cover. I had them written down. So I think it might be time. I think it might be that time, guys. Trent says I'll have to rewatch. Sorry you didn't get here earlier, Trent. Oh, the new Discord link got posted. Yay. Hey, Danny is here. Thank you, Danny, for moderating and for your work on the Discord. Danny's there. Sarah Joy's been moderating. Mark Helton, Linda Belk, Ruben Urban. Thanks to all the moderators. So we'll see if the elevator person comes tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if I hear back on my email to the manager. Thank you, Jeff Ha, for watching. Yeah, Linda, you'll have to rewind for the elevator update. David is watching on TV in the bedroom. On one of his multiple TVs. Chris says, my brother says it's 65 in Naples. Well, it's about 61 here or something. 62 here. I also need to call the building, that flashing light out there, the red flashing light, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of malfunctioning. It's on the top of a chapel. So I got to call the church and say your light is malfunctioning. Oh, thank you, Sonic. Sonic says, thanks, Stephen Mods. Happy birthday, Tony. Yes. No elevator service yet. New fridge, but no heat here. Yup, right. Still pleased with vacuum. I am. Unsalted cashews, PDQ, and KKC, Belushi, pricey paper towels, big monitor. Boy, we covered a lot. Good summary, Sonic. Thank you. Danny's going to sleep. It's 4:30 a.m. for him. Seize the day. I will keep an eye on things in Canada. Thank you for all your healthcare work. Yeah, I will keep an eye on it. We didn't get to Canada today on the stream. Maybe next one. Stay safe. Seize the day. Yeah, the stove is fixed. Wendy says maybe they like their light flashing. Happy birthday again to Tony Del Monte. It's his birthday tonight. Yes, Starfire, I said I liked the Belushi documentary. It's very good. Linda Nielsen, thank you for watching. Trent Hogan. Arizona Jumper. No sirens tonight. No sirens. Not much noise at all tonight. Thanks, C. Clark, for watching. Happy Life, thanks for watching. Linda, you know, the earthquake in Nevada, I didn't see it when it happened, and I don't think it was really big. It's not the kind of thing we would normally cover, really. I don't know. Maybe sometimes, but it wasn't like a 6 or something. And then, like, the California fires I'm keeping an eye on, they didn't really reach a big enough level that I normally would cover them. Keep an eye on it. Erica Bowman says, road plates versus elevator. Judy Armstrong, thanks for watching from Calgary. Thank you, Margot I, for watching. Lynn H. FXNS, thanks for watching. Kimberly Barr. Oh no, Kimberly, I'd run on my treadmill. I'm not going to run outside. Steve Quantros, thanks for watching. Paula Faust. Off my lawn. I'm glad you like the coverage, Linda. Where do you buy green screens? Look on Amazon, Mr. Top. You can buy them there. Yeah, I have some warm clothes here. I have sweaters and jackets and stuff. Melissa McQueen, thanks for watching. Jay Marie. Nick Billings. Nick, message me on Twitter to remind me about the Facebook stuff. I will email about it. Look into it. Oh, Misha's back. Misha was lurking. Thank you for watching, Misha. Feel better. Kimberly Barr, thanks for watching. Sonic. Judy Socket. Yeah, I got my hat. I got my Florida hat. My UCF hat. All right, guys. Well, we'll have more updates soon. We will have more updates soon. Sign up for the Discord for the best notifications. Thank you, Tony Del Monte. Thank you, Kathy Williams. Russell Varmal, thanks for watching. One of the mods will post the Discord. You can get notification. You can sign up for free notifications. The Discord notifications are the best notifications. Happiness. Thank you for watching. Cirque Dopsa. Thank you for watching. UML hockey fan. Laura G. Thank you. Carrie Taylor. Mark says, thanks for the civil stream. Magenta Soul, thanks for watching. There, Sarah posted the Discord address. There you go. That's for Discord notifications. Oh, and maybe by tomorrow night, I might have my Florida driver's license. How about that? We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Hey, thanks to everybody who donated too. That is really kind of you. I really appreciate that. Thanks to the donors so much. Thank you. All right, best standard to everybody else. Coleman Ruggles, everybody else. Thank you for watching. We'll do more streams soon here and on Agenda Free TV. So keep watching because more streams coming up. KS, everybody else. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, cats go nuts. Thanks for watching there, too. Oh, Joseph Perez. Thank you, Joseph Perez. That's very kind of you, Joseph. I do appreciate that. Thanks. Thank you, Joseph. And C. Clark. All right, guys. That is it. South Jersey Larry 2. That's it. I'm signing off. I hope you have a great night, great day, wherever you are. And thank you all for watching. And thanks to the lurkers, too. Thank you to the lurkers. Special thanks. And the mods as well. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Terry. All right, guys. That's it. Have a great one, and I will see you very soon.